and welcome back to Baby Lady Canterbury. Today we're going to take a closer look at the Fox 5. So this is the Bugaboo Fox 5. Loads and loads of improvements over the Fox 3. We haven't had a chance to do a full detailed video, so we thought we would go through it. We know that you do love the detailing. So lots of changes, lots of improvements. I really do like all the things that Bugaboo have done with this new Fox. They have improved the suspension. Obviously the Fox was always designed for people with multi-terrain lifestyles. This is even better. The suspension is even better. It makes it even easier to go up and down curbs. It just literally glides. It's also very light. If you are worried about weight of things, a lot of the competitor products are a lot heavier than this. So in terms of compactness, when you're folding it, it's light. It has lots more ventilation, which is also really good. I know we're seeing that in lots and lots of products. So let's go through it in more detail. As I've already talked about the new suspension, the approved suspension. This means that all of the wheels have got this extra suspension. Hopefully you can see that. Go to the front here. I think you can see it better on the front. They have got punch-proof tyres. Obviously, Bugaboo have been doing punch-proof tyres a long time. They were sort of right at the forefront of punch-proof tyres, still giving that same beautiful feel as you push it, but without the risk of punctures. So we have an easy new adjustable handle, one hand adjustable, which is really useful. And we still have the safety handle here. So if you are out and about somewhere that's not so smooth, you might want to put that on. But it is really useful. Say, for example, you're walking with a small child, or you've got your dogs with you, or for some reason you need one of your hands. It's quite useful that we can do this. And it does really glide up and down very smoothly. I think this is a massive improvement over the original handle. I think if I had a criticism, I did find the original Bugaboo handles with the two flip down clips a little bit fiddly to use, and I think customers reported that as well. So I think if you try this out, you will find it really helpful. Loads and loads of different height adjustments. I think there's about 7, I haven't counted them, but it does go all the way up to here. If I grab my tape measure, it is extremely high, so if you've got taller partners, or you like your handle particularly high, it goes up to, gosh, almost 110 centimeters. That is really high. That is very much above the average. So really comfortable, even for short people like me. Great adjustment. So loads and loads of ventilation now added to this Fox 5, a lot more than we've seen before. On the back here, on the back of our canopy, we've got a nice easy flap, really easy to adjust. And what I like about this is when you've got it in place, you can just pull it. This is new, so it's a little bit tight. It looks neat. Sometimes when you open a ventilation, it looks a bit odd, it looks a bit scruffy. This actually looks really neat. So you've got your ventilation here, and then you've also got added ventilation on the bottom of your carry cot. So you can actually lift up this flap all the way around under here, and this is also added ventilation, which is really good if you're going to have a hot summer. And it's just suddenly started getting warm here in Kent. So yeah, we're hoping now for a nice hot summer. If you're out and about with this product, it does mean that you can vent it so the baby doesn't get too hot. I also really like the extendable canopies that Bugaboo have done for a little while. So you've just got your handy zip, which means you can adjust your canopy with the zip to make it bigger. And that also is really useful if you are out in hot weather like the moment and you just want extra coverage. It's super easy to do. And you can see out of all of the products that we have, this is going to give you a massive amount of protection. You won't have to worry about one of those fiddly parasols that I know lots of people don't like, or having a sort of, I know people worry about overheating babies, having full screens. This will give you real full coverage. Of course, all your fabrics are SPF 50 protected as well, so it will protect your baby from the heat. As with all of Bugaboo's products, you can take all of your fabrics off and wash them. This has always been the case with Bugaboo. You can put them, I think they recommend hand washing, but if you put them in the machine on a hand wash, they are all washable. You can take all the frames out, take all the carry cot fabrics off. This is quite unique. I don't know any other products on the market that you can do that with. So if you are worried about them getting messy, if you have a very outdoor lifestyle and you're worried about them getting really filthy, you can even take your basket off and clean your basket, which is really useful. Lots and lots of storage in our basket. If we're talking about baskets now, they've improved the storage in this, so you've got a massive storage basket, Really, really helpful. If you do have that out and about lifestyle, means you can carry everything you need with you. If you need to put your coat under there, your lunch boxes, that you can do. So we've got a nice easy brake. They've moved the brake now onto this one side. It's a very easy on-off pedal. Hopefully you can see it from here. We'll do a close-up. So it's easy to use. If you did have open-toed shoes as well, or sandals, still really easy to use. These pump-on, pump-off brakes are very handy for those type of situations, rather than have to flip them up with your toe. Really, really easy to use. What else?
I think that's pretty much it. Obviously you've got now the new style fold, but I don't know when you want to fit that in.
Yeah, I'm going to do that in a minute.
Technically on the Fox 5 you can fold the bassinet on, but it's such a pain.
I'm not going to do that because I think it makes it really awkward.
Yeah. Remove all 4 wheels.
Yeah.
You can still do.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much it on the carry cart.
Okay. So this carry cot is only suitable for overnight sleeping if you buy the Bugaboo stand. You would have to purchase that as an accessory. It does make that quite an expensive option, but it is there if you're going to use it on a regular basis. So it's got a really nice bumper bar here. You can take this out. You do transfer this and use it on your seat unit as well. This is also your carry handle when you want to transport your carry cot. So if you want to take your carry cot off your chassis, 2 really easy buttons, just press them in either side. They are memory buttons, which is really handy. So once you press them in, you can just lift your carry cot off and you use your handle to do that. So now we've got our carry cot off, we can have a closer look at our basket. As you can see, huge basket. You've got a little security pocket here. You could keep your rain cover in that. Nice, easy, removable wheels as well. So if you do want to clean them, all of your wheels come off for cleaning. There's just a little button under here, which you press them off like that. It's very simple to do. And the same on the front. If I turn it around, again, you've got a button on the front here. Very simple to clean your wheels. One of the things that is really, really important if you do have an outdoor lifestyle, if you're going to take your pram somewhere that's very messy, that's very muddy, you do need to be able to take your wheels off, clean them down properly, lube them back up again and pop them back in. Because if you don't, what will happen over a period of time, they start to grate and they start to get build up of all that mud and grit and dirt, and they won't swivel or function in the way they should. So it's really, really important when choosing your pram, if you have an outdoor lifestyle, do buy something with removable wheels. I know we do cover this more on our YouTube channel. So big basket, really good for storage. We can put a number of different car seats on this chassis. These are the multi-car seat adapters, and they do take a whole list. If you do want more details about what car seats this will take, do get in touch with the team. I'm going to use the Cybex Cloud Z for now because it is a really popular car seat. We've just got one here. Chelsea very kindly laid out for me earlier. And we're just going to pop this on our chassis. Always advisable to put your brake on before you do this, she says. And just line it up each side. Just line it up under the circles or in the middle of whichever car seat you're using, and just pop it on like that. Really useful addition. Obviously, here at Baby Lady, we do not recommend using car seats for long periods of time on any chassis, because your baby is better off in their bassinet, in their carry cot, is what you're purchasing it for. But if you are doing a very short journey, it's quite useful to know that there are multi-car seat adapters. Obviously, with the new breed of lie flat car seats, they are better because they will lay your baby back down. And if you want more information again about lie flat car seats, get in touch with the team here at Baby Lady. Really easy to get your car seat off your chassis. Just going to pop that back down. And then let's have a look at the folding mechanism. I'm just going to take those adapters off. So we're going to fold up our chassis. One of the really big improvements in the Fox 5 is the folding mechanism. I think everyone will agree that it's a really much better fold, much easier to do for parents. We've seen those parents struggling in car parks trying to fold chassis up. This shouldn't happen. So really simple, button under here. So you need to press that and you need to squeeze the trigger at the same time. You will have to do both. It won't work unless you do them both. So I always find it easier to press one with my thumb and then squeeze in with my handle like that. Pop your handle down telescopically and it will just come to the floor. And then if you fold it up like so, you can see how compact that is. If I turn it that way, hopefully, I'll lay it down. It is quite compact. It's also very light. As I said, we've referred to this earlier. A lot of the competitor products that are more off-road will be heavier than this, so if you are looking for something that isn't as heavy, this may well be an option for you. Very simple to pop it back up again. Just pop it up. Your wheels almost open themselves and you can just pop your handle back up. Very, very simple to do. So let's have a closer look at the seat unit. So I've popped our seat unit now onto the chassis. Now, one of the great things about Bugaboo is that when you purchase it, you get one frame that you use for your carry cot and your seat unit. And when you're storing it, all you've actually got to store is a piece of fabric, which is great when people don't have a lot of space. You haven't got to worry about finding a room for a carry cot when you're not using it, just a piece of fabric. So we popped our seat unit now onto our same frame. And as you can see, it is a massive seat unit, really, really big. You can extend the leg rest, 3 different positions, all the way down to here. There's a middle one as well. You can also adjust your head, the height of your hood. Again, this slides up, and it does give you, turn that round, lift it up so you can see better, a really, really big size seat unit. It's really, really generous. So if you are perhaps thinking you're going to have a bigger child, maybe you're taller yourself in the first place, or you're going to use it for a really long time, this may well be a really, really good option for you. So let's have a look at it in closer detail. So again, we popped our canopy that came off our carry cot onto the seat unit now. So we've still got our adjustable zips, which means that we get a huge amount of coverage. Really, really good coverage here. So you can make sure that your child is really, really protected. Again, we have the ventilation on the top here that we showed you earlier, so you can get massive ventilation. If you're worried about your child overheating, that's a really, really good option. And then you've got an adjustable seat unit that will sit your baby up and recline them. I'll turn it around so you can see that in closer detail. You've got your easy access bumper bar, easy gated to get your baby in and out. And you also have, if I just sit our seat unit up, adjustable harnesses that as your baby grows you can adjust, which also is really simple. Rather than threading them through the back and having to worry about trying to unthread them, very, very simple to use. Padded straps here as well to make sure your baby's in optimum comfort. Padded seat units, really, really nice. And as you can see, a really massive seat unit. So if I turn it around to the back, the adjustment in order to recline your seat is just this lever here. Very, very simple to do. You can recline it very easily as your baby is asleep, and it's also silent. So if your baby's fallen asleep, they're not going to wake up, and that coverage of that massive, massive hood will mean that you can keep them asleep and shade them from the light. If we want to turn it around, say your baby's a little bit bigger, they don't want to see you anymore, they want to see the world, then perhaps you're out somewhere interesting. Again, you've got your memory buttons, same as we saw on our carry cot, because it is the same frame. Press them in. You can easily turn around your seat unit and click it in and make it world facing. Sit it right up. As you can see, again, really, really big seat unit. It can be folded with the seat unit on as well. I do find it quite bulky to do that, but it is an option. If you want to fold it with the seat unit on, pop it down, it will do that and fold all up together, but it's really not that difficult to take your seat unit off. So I think most people would probably find that a better option. Pop it back up, again, very simple to do and just clicks into place. So this is the amazing new Bugaboo Fox 5. If you do want any more details about this or any of the Bugaboo ranges, please do get in touch with the team here at Baby Lady. Of course, if you are on our YouTube channel, we're going to ask you again. It really, really helps us if you would subscribe to our page. It means our following is better and we can do more videos to help you. So of course, if you would like to come to our Canterbury store, we do have the Fox 5 for you to see. We've also got the donkey and the butterfly at the moment. So a good range of Bugaboo, and our knowledgeable staff can talk you through all the various different options. Thanks for joining us here at Baby Lady again today.